I'm Mike Stone, and I'm the rector at St. Thomas the Apostle here in Nassau Bay. We are a lovely worshiping community right in the middle of downtown Houston and Galveston and just across the street from NASA. The St. Thomas community is one that is truly unique and extremely diverse. We have all kinds of folks here from all kinds of backgrounds who in general are trying to figure out how it is that we use our faith, how it is we interact with Scripture to inform our daily living, our generosity, and conceptions of social justice. So what I have loved about the St. Thomas community for years is that we are a community that prides ourselves in asking why not. So several years ago, we were approached with an issue of food insecurity in our area, and would we be willing to be a food distribution site for the Galveston County Food Bank? We said, why not? And we have been distributing food for now 4.5 years through the Galveston Food Bank once a month, feeding between 400 and 600 people simply because we said, let's see if we can't do this. Those distributions characterize our community because each month we have new volunteers who may have no interest in church, but they sure are interested in serving. Why not? We are grateful to serve together. We are a community who has chosen to partner with the city of Nassau Bay to do some incredible things. We said, why not ask our city? And they said in return, why not partner with St. Thomas? So we are beginning to use some grow towers that were designed to help feed astronauts on the moon and in Mars through Eden Grow Towers so that we can grow food in our own parish hall to begin supplementing the food distributions that we do each month so we can add food, fresh food each week to some of the clients we already serve. We are partnering with the city of Nassau Bay and with our own parish to install an historic pipe organ in our sanctuary that will offer beautiful music on a truly rare historic organ. This will be one of 4 publicly playable, unaltered Kimball organs in the United States. It will draw people from all over the United States to play and listen to organ concerts. We've said, why not together? We are beginning a new program in January to serve our neighbors, our parishioners, and our interfaith neighbors through dementia respite care. So this is not a daycare program. It's a meaningful program of exercise, music, art, community lunches, and community service for people who currently have dementia so that they can have respite from their caregivers, and so their caregivers can have a moment of respite and have an opportunity to rest or shop or collaborate with one another and be in support of one another. We're going to do this with community volunteers because we said, why not? We have the space, we have the interest, and there are people in our community who need this ministry. We are a church who said, why not entertain religious dialogue? And so every year we partner with rabbis and imams and Buddhist monks and priests and practitioners of different faiths and certainly of different denominations. We host a series of conversations, of sacred space tours. This past October, we hosted a group of Tibetan monks who made a mandala in our sanctuary, finishing it even during one of our worship services because we decided we want to learn about our interfaith neighbors so that we can join together in service and respect and not just tolerance and not just sort of know that those folks live over there, but so that we can say, how can we serve together? How can we serve God's children? And what can we learn from one another? We are a group of people here at St. Thomas who loves to open our doors and invite people in to be who they are. And so we don't welcome folks to be like us. We invite people to be who they are, whether they are members of the LGBTQIA community. We are an open and affirming church, have been so for 5 years. Whether people have visible or invisible disabilities, whether people are not sure what it is they believe, but know that a worshiping community is good for their family, or whether people are looking to recover from religious trauma, or frankly, just be part of the community that is unique in its ability to love, to think, to entertain thoughts different from their own, and to respect the dignity of every human being. That is St. Thomas. So welcome to our YouTube page, and I hope you will find this community as life-giving as I and my own family have found it. The St. Thomas community welcomed us by frankly loving my daughter at the age of 3 when she would make noise during worship services. They loved her, they love having children, and in that way they loved us and have welcomed us and not shushed us or shamed us for children making noise in church, but being glad to have children, to welcome them and embrace them in our services. That's the welcome I've received, and I trust that's the welcome you'll receive as well if you make it into our community in person. Please enjoy our online offerings. That's part of our desire to extend our invitation to the world so that everything we do is available while people travel, if they move away, if they just want to meet the church for the first time and see what a service is like. I hope that this community will meet your needs. Welcome to St. Thomas. It is a great place to live, to serve, to learn, to worship, and to welcome one another in the name of God.